What is going on out there, good people, and welcome back to LMD Trading, where I am living my dream trading. Hope everybody out there is doing well today. As for myself, I am doing pretty good. You see where I'm at out here in the shop, actually taking a break, and I'm actually about to take a break from trading. I think I am done for the morning. Not really a fan of this price action this morning. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead. I am going to lock up what I have on the day. And sometimes it's like that. Just got to go ahead and accept what it is. Market could change and it could start looking how I want it to look. But at the moment, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to wrap it up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring up my stats on the day. We'll look at that first and then we'll look at the trades. So I am trading my Take Profit Trader Pro account, and I am up this morning after commissions and fees. I'm up 184. That's trading at a 97.3% accuracy. And if you notice, if you look over there where it says losing trades, I had one losing trade, which was 50 cents. Really just a trade that I just needed to get out of because I wasn't supposed to be in it. And that was it. Just basically two trades. Actually, no, I think this was three trades. This was two trades last night and then one trade this morning. So solid stats. And like I said, I'm not a fan of price action right now. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to bring up the charts just so we can take a look and see how it looks right now. I'll go ahead and kill my cam so we can see everything. Again, this is my layout that I'm normally looking at. 1 minute chart, 15-minute chart, hourly chart on Thinkorswim, and then Ninja Trader is what I use to actually trade the market on. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna blow up this 1 minute chart right now just so we can kind of take a look. And this is why I say I don't really like price action, y'all. Look how choppy this is. This is like way too choppy for what I like. We're actually in a downtrend right now on a green chart. So what I would do, I would go ahead, I would draw that channel. That's how I would draw it. Let's see. Yeah, I would probably draw that channel about like that right there. And then what I could do, I can activate it. And then if I wanted to, I can pull it up to about right there. I do that because we're on a green chart. If this is going to go back higher, it's going to tell me where my levels are at right here. I can also draw an up channel using those 2 points right there. And if I wanted to, I can come over, depending on how wide I want each of these levels to be. I would probably put it about right there. Now I got expectation. If I was planning on continue to trade, price gets over this area right here, I would take this up to that 127 level. And for me, it's just been like my sniper type trades. I'm long up over, and actually VWAP is right there. So yeah, I'm long over this area, and it's just gonna be a quick pop. Shorts, I couldn't really take a short until price got down below, look at that, 500, the whole number. But this is chopped to me. I don't like this. Look at these big candles. What is that candle? The range on that candle, 43 points. Range on that candle there was 25 points. I'm not liking that, y'all. But look at the move there. Look at the move. Right where I said I want to see it get over. I don't want to trade this, man. I don't want to trade it. But that would have been a good trade. That would have been a good trade. Y'all saw how I draw them lines. 127 fib level. Snap up to it, perfect little quick scalp. If that can hold that, off to the races. That's how I do it. But let's go ahead, let's look at these trades I took this morning, y'all. We'll look at the first or actually the first will be the last. This was the one this morning that I took. So we'll take a look at that one first. I got in at about 840. So I'm going to bring this over. It's going to be this area on the chart right here. I will switch this over and I'm going to drop an arrow just to show where I got in at. And you're going to see that the chart was actually red. But watch this, y'all. So you saw I just drew that channel. This is what the chart looked like this morning. These are my lines from this morning. I didn't want them to be on the chart. That was my entry right there. Same thought process though. You remember, I have an up channel, I have a down channel. I wanted to see price because it was down here. I wanted to see it break and hold this up channel. And I'm going to trade this up to this level. This was target. But instead of just getting out of the position right here, which if you look at it, was about a 1-to-1 trade if my entry was here and my stop was just below the level. It's about a 1-to-1 trade there, right? But I just started bar by barring this. Bar by bar. Every time the bar would close, I would go higher. I would go higher. And then once we broke this area, I quit bar by barring it. Because if I had a bar by bar, I would have stopped out right there. But I said, what I want to see is this going to come back down, bounce off of this fib level or this first line of defense and continue higher. Notice where it tapped out at. It tapped out at the top of this channel. I was only in one contract because I was only willing to risk a little bit what I had made. So had I been in more contracts, I would have gotten out of most of my position right here. And then I would have held on to one. But look at what this thing did, y'all. It stops me out on the break of this big candle. So that's where I put my stop at. Stops me out. And this thing just rolls all the way over and just tanks out. So good trade. Good solid trade right there. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to back this over. I think I was trading about 8:30 last night. Went over to the winery, one of the wineries that we have here in town. Had a few glasses of wine, had some good food, and came home, started trading, and this is what the chart looked like at that time. So let's bring over TOS. What time was that? Actually more like 7 o'clock, huh? All right, 1940. So we're about right there. Entry was on the break of that candle right there, and I have since removed the chart. Oh, okay, there we go. Let me click it. Extend to the right. There we go. I didn't remove it. I just turned off the right extension. So that's good. Still there. So this is what the price action was doing at that time. Fib level, up channel, fib levels. When this came back down and caught support off of this fib level, right here would have been the better entry. I got it a little late. I caught it a little late. And this went up. You see how I stopped out on this candle with the first little bit that I was in? That's because I moved my stop before this candle closed. This candle hadn't closed. I moved my stop, kind of trying to bar by bar trail it, and it came back and it tagged me. So made a little bit of money. I was in with a decent size. Price came up. You see that I jumped back in as it broke over this fib level right here. I'm back in. Now I'm looking for this to go. But this is not really a good trade because it doesn't have much room, y'all. The amount of profit that I have versus how much stop I have to give it, it's not that much room. So as soon as it went green, as soon as this thing came up this way, you notice I'm getting out of some of the position. Boom, boom, I'm out of it. But I still had one. I still had one. And when this started coming back down, I got out, and that's the one that you see where I lost 50 cents on. Basically break even. Bad, 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 bad. Let's keep going. I think I took one more. Yeah. Yep. This one right here. So what time was that at? 2015. 2015. There we go. So I get in right there. Now let's look at the chart. It's coming down. It's coming down. Kind of bounces off of VWAP, gets back in this channel. Another late entry. I'm gonna blame that on the wine. I was a little late reacting, but I get in. But notice on Ninja Trader, it's a magenta arrow. That's a short, y'all. I want it to be long. And I'm just going to trade this back up first. Watch this. You see that? If I drop the line right there, that was going to be my first target. Just a quick little scalp. I'm going in with some decent size because this is after hours. I just need a quick little pop. But I noticed as price was going down, I was green on the trade. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Instead of getting long, y'all, I got short. So I just exited out the position. I hit the close button. Me and Spark was chatting at the time in the Discord. And I'm like, dude, I'm done. I'm done. Because I'm supposed to be long. This would have did somewhat what I wanted it to do. But I did get out making a few dollars, and then this thing rolled over, and had I really just stayed in the short position, I would have made some money, but I was not supposed to be in the short position. So glad I got out of that. Let's just take a look and see what it did after the fact, though. Kind of tanked on out. You notice I got a 1, 2, and a 3 there. I had a channel right there, and I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna draw it, and then we're gonna kind of wrap this one up. We'll see what price action is doing, and then we're gonna wrap this up. But 1, 2 being that point right there. So let me delete that. 1, 2. Notice how I come backwards. 3. To find my top of my channel. Let's check this out. Let's see what it does. So based on this channel, this should tell me the future if this goes higher. We broke it right there. I always say price gets back in the channel, explosive move. Price back in the channel, explosive move. Just crazy explosive move. Price comes back down, taps the channel, breaks it, back down, rides the channel, comes back down, taps it. Man, that's a solid channel right there. Now, I'll do this the same way, going down. If the price wants to go down, I can come here. If I just got to my chart right now, and this is what it looked like, I would come from here. I would say that this is the start of a new lower high. I would drop it right there. I can come back and I can use this point as my third point, drop it right there. If price wants to come down, this is the channel that I should see it in. Or if price wants to go up above that level, I'm back long again. Let's check it out and see what happens. Boom, nice tap. Again, price back over and in that channel and it holds. I'm expecting longs. No way, no haps. We get a lower high there. I can come here. I can do that right there. I can bring this over to here using that point. I can either delete that or I can cancel it. If I cancel the right extension, that's what it does. Let's check it out. Back in it. Now, these here are going to be my 2 channels. This is no man's land. Back above this, I'm long. Back down there, I'm short. Look at that move back into it. Get back in there. It doesn't want to just get back in. There it is. It taps it. From a channel that I drew way back there, look at what this is doing. I like to call that a thing of beauty. But that's how I play my channels, y'all. And it's fairly easy to draw them. Let's see what price is doing, man. This is nasty. This flip red would be nice to go short on, being the first flip. But I am done trading, y'all. Like I said, I don't really want no parts of this market. We're below the 500 though. Oh, that would have been so sweet. Let's go ahead. Let's wrap this thing up. As always, thanks for checking me out. If you hadn't hit that like button, please do so. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comments section. How's this market been treating y'all? It's crazy, but we make higher highs every day, seems like it. We are constantly making higher highs. The market is just chopping its way up. But hopefully the market's treating you good over there. Decent way to start the week. Small green, 200 bucks. Nothing really to brag about, but that's 200 bucks towards a payout with Take Profit Trader. And with Take Profit Trader, you don't have a set amount that you have to make each day like Top Step. Not to say that there's anything wrong with Top Step's system, but I like Take Profit. On that note, I'm gonna wrap this one up. We'll be back at it again tomorrow. Peace.